Hello, welcome to our first module of the Simple Sales Method. I am Lauren, and you probably know who I am already. So this is going to be our first module, right? And this program, the Simple Sales Method, is divided into 3 phases. So for the next few weeks, we're going to go over every element in our business, making sure that we are very clear on our business and our ideal client. So we are now starting phase 1. So phase 1, clarity, like I said, we are going to have some weeks, or the next few weeks we're going to spend on ideal client, making sure that we are attracting those ideal clients, making sure that we have offers that are very aligned to what we want to sell. So let's get started. So here we have the agenda for the next 4 weeks within this clarity module. So for the next 4 weeks, we will be gaining clarity on your business, your brand, and your ideal clients. So we're going to be focusing on clarity on your ideal client. We'll also analyze your ideal client, and I'll show you how to do that. Understanding your framework and how you specifically help someone, and we'll be creating offers. So why are we focusing on these foundational things? And so I know that a lot of you understand really, or possibly understand who your ideal client is right now. And so at any given point in your business, it's so good to go back and look at your ideal client, making sure that we understand, if our content is resonating with them, we have relevant offers. And so it's always important to review these. You can do these on a quarterly basis, you can do these on a monthly basis, whatever works for your business. So because of this clarity module, it's going to help you create your own signature framework on how you specifically help clients. We will also work on how to stand out and be authentic through your content. We'll focus on building relationships in your business and through your content as well, and build a community so sales become effortless in your business. So that is what we're working towards in this whole entire program. And so in this specific module, we are laying the foundational work where everything we do in marketing and lead generation will build off of this module. So it's probably the module that everyone really rolls their eyes at. And it's probably going to be the more boring one, right? Because we're not actually taking action and going out there and signing clients with this, right? But it's going to help us immensely on how to sign our next client. So why ideal client? Ideal client is and will always be the foundational piece to your business. We have clients, they buy from us, right? Making sure we understand who this is and that we are checking in on this person periodically will create us, will help us create aligned offers for our business. Again, it might seem like a very foundational newbie aspect, but it is so imperative that we are clear on who it is we are trying to target. Everything from marketing to our offers to everything that we're creating, this is going to help you make money and sign more clients. So understanding our ideal client. So we want to understand the main problem of your ideal client. Like, what is the problem you are helping solve? There is one problem, right, that they have, and you are creating a service program offer that's going to help them overcome this problem. It's marketing 101, it's sales 101. What is the problem? How can I be the solution? So what are their main pain points and fears of getting to this point? So meaning, why haven't they solved this problem for themselves yet? What are their main pain points when it comes to solving this problem? And what are their fears? So for example, we want to really focus on, for instance, if it's something as simple as business, right? If You have clients and they're trying to sign clients. They want more clients. They're struggling to sign clients. That's their main problem. Another thing could be, well, their pain points could be that they don't know what they're doing. They're overwhelmed. Um, they feel like their content isn't resonating. Those are things that are happening right now. But I want you to do it a little bit deeper. I want you to really focus on what are their actual fears. So their fears of getting to this point, their fears of, am I ever going to have this business? Am I ever going to sign a client? Am I ever going to make money? Really get inside the head of your ideal client here. The next thing is going to be, what are their wants and desires? So again, what do they want? They want more clients. What do they want? They want to make money. What do they want? They want to build a business. They want to have time. But what are their long-term desires? So maybe their desire might be to retire their husband or retire early or make their own schedule, be home with their kids. What are their really core desires? And think emotionally. Think of the emotion that goes behind some of these things. Another example is main problem is maybe for a fitness coach, it could be that their main problem is, you know, their clients are struggling to lose weight. They want to lose weight. That seems, that's a very common problem to have. So, what are their main pain points? They feel like they're doing everything that they possibly can and nothing's happening. They don't have time to work out. They are really stressed with work. But then, what are their fears? Their fears could be that they're scared of maybe long-term health issues. They're scared that they're not going to live a long life. Like, think of things in the future. And so, what are their wants and desires in this category? So, their wants are, they want to be skinny, they want to lose weight, they want to find something that works better for themselves. But what are their long-term desires? They want to live a long, healthy life. They want to look good in a bikini next summer. So, think in terms of pain points and fears as two separate categories. One short term, one's long term, and the same thing with wants and desires. One is short term, one is long term. Okay, so we're going to break this down even further. What is the main solution you provide your clients? So, again, I really want you to hone down the one thing that you help with your clients. So, what is that going to be? It's probably going to be, you help them save time in their business. You help them make more money. And there really tends to be three categories with this. And so you can fit into one of these categories. So it's either money related, health related, or love, some sort of love and relationships. And so we can all fit into these three categories. Those are huge categories. People are always looking for those three things. So where does your solution go in those three categories? Are you helping someone make more money in their business or in their life? Are you helping someone with their health in their life or business? And then are you helping them maybe with relationships? So self-love, loving themselves more. It's not just about love and, being in a relationship, but what about the relationship with ourselves? A lot of mindset clients do self-love coaching. That would be in the love category. So thinking in terms of, how do I fit? Where do I fit? And thinking of, okay, well, this is my mission, is, at the very general overview, bird's eye view of this is, I help someone make more money, or I help someone find more love, or I love themselves more, or I help them become healthier. So just think in terms of that, just to be really general, and being very specific to that. So with thinking of the main solution, though, a lot of times when I ask this question to people, they can't tell me in one sentence what they do. So I understand like where you're coming from when you can't, right? Because you help them do three different, maybe like you already know how you help someone, right? You know the steps it takes for them to get to the solution. But again, we want to be very specific, but also just make it very clear. And I think when we think in terms of clear versus specific, I feel like those can be two different, right? We want to make it as clear as possible. We want to have a 6-year-old understand what we do. So think in terms of how would you tell, your grandparents, maybe someone that doesn't understand online business, or maybe a young child, right, that doesn't understand what you do. What is something very simple that you can just say, "Oh, I help people, in their business, or I help people build their online business, or I help people lose weight, or I help people get healthier." Think in terms of that. What do you do? It's going to help us be very clear on our next steps. So, when it comes to then the 3 main pain points and 3 main fears, think really hard and get inside that mind of your ideal client. What keeps them up at night? These are really great questions to ask yourself. What is something that they really worry about? Do they worry about, debt and wanting to be debt free, or being in a soul sucking 9 to 5 job and they're going to be there forever? What do they need support with? Think in terms of that as well, where how do you fit in? This is where you can start to think of, okay, where's my offer, my service going to fit in here? And then what have they tried before, but it hasn't worked? So have they tried to lose weight? Have they tried all the diets? Have they tried working out? Have they worked with other coaches before? Have they done other programs? Think in terms of all of these things and maybe journal about this. Write it all down on a piece of paper and just start brain dumping everything that comes up in your mind. But at the end of this, you should have the 3 main pain points. There should be trends and 3 main fears. What are those main fears they're struggling with in long term speaking? And the 3 main pain points, what they're struggling with right now. So, what are their main wants and desires? So, again, think in terms of maybe brain dumping and just kind of like putting everything down on a sheet and thinking, okay, what do they want right now? They want money, they want to sign clients, they want to lose 20 pounds, they want to feel better, they want to eat better. But then what are their long-term desires? Do they want to retire early? Do they want to have um maybe they want to retire their spouse, maybe they want to go on vacations and travel, maybe they want to feel confident in a bikini, whatever that looks like for you. And then what fuels them? This is going to help you understand what these wants and desires are. What really fuels them? Is it their family? Is it their spouse? Is it, being successful? Is it being fulfilled? What fuels them? And so when we come in terms of the end of this module, so we will meet on our group call where we can talk more about these things. But for your action steps this week before the next module drops, and again, just to preface that these modules are here for you to help you guide what it is that we're doing. But this is also going to be an experience where it's very individualized. You're going to have one-on-one support no matter where you are in your business. So if you feel that you for sure know um, these steps in your business, that's great. If you want a refresher, please go through, and it's always good to have a refresher, right? But please go through these steps. I do this all the time in my business as well. Focus on what I do, how I help them at the very core of it all without being too messy or too complicated or creating all these crazy program names that don't make any sense and telling people how I help them, but it doesn't make sense to them. How can I make it as super simple as possible, right? So sometimes when we get so into launching or creating content or talking to people and we're digesting content, we start to lose sight of what we actually do. So I encourage you to go through this no matter where you are in your business. But then, okay, so again, for this week, if you have any questions, of course, I'm on Voxer for you. We can go over these things as well on our call on when we have our call. And so the action steps focus on the one solution you provide for your clients. So this is kind of quote unquote homework if you want to do this. This is going to help you get really clear. So I want you to either grab a sheet of paper or put it in your phone wherever you feel like this is going to be something where you can reference. This is going to, every module builds off of another one. So we're going to reference all of these things in our next module. Focus on one solution you provide for your clients. So what is that one solution you provide? If you need to talk this out, I'm on Voxer for you. Understand what their main pain points and fears are. So understanding that, okay, well, what are their main pain points? And what are their long-term fears? What are they struggling with right now versus what are they struggling with or scared of for the future? And then the last thing is understand what those main wants are versus those long-term desires. So I'll see you in the next module, and I hope this was helpful.